Hello again, it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery in the backyard. And it's a little on the ungodly hot side. I am going to be working kind of quickly. I'm expecting to experiment with making a cup, a dirty cup of colors for my sky. And into my white, which is just Artist Loft white with latex paint from that's semi-gloss from Walmart. I'm going to stick all of the blues that I have. That was an Anita's Bahama blue. That has some shimmer to it. This is a color shifting blue. I kind of think I'm going to pour this stuff across. This is the berry from Deco-Art Americana. Don't know why I'm adding that in there, but it'll be interesting by the time I swipe it, if I'm going to swipe it. That is some other paler blue I made myself by using Anita's white metallic with some blue. Here is some shimmering pink. So this, hey, come out. That's probably a marble in my way. Nope, I don't know what that is. Let's use the other one that's similar to it. I did not mix my favorite color shifting pink today. Alright, so I've got all those little bits of colors in there. I'm going to cover them up with some white, and I'm going to try and dump a puddle right into the center of my canvas. And maybe I can keep that moist with a little cover on it so I can use it again, and maybe I can't. So I've never just dumped a puddle right in the center of my canvas, and I want to do that. I also don't know that that's enough paint. So I'm just going to dump another puddle around it, grab an edge catcher, and let everything, ooh, that's a rather large object. There we go, I've got tweezers. Where'd you go? I saw you. Okay, well that'll show itself again. There it is, I see it, it's right there. So on my Amazon link, where if you shop, it will cost you nothing extra, but it'll help me out. And it's under the link tree, right under the video at the top. So I'm going to let all that go down. And I'm going to move it down some and let it flow back across. I'm looking for more things that want to be bumpy and pull them out. Sometimes they're just bubbles. I like that streak right across the sky, so maybe I'll be able to save it, but I doubt it, unless I want to swipe up. So I'm just letting that pull on the canvas and throwing it back over again. Now I'm going to put some more white down here and up there, because I like that streak so much. I think putting my glasses on will be a great assistance. So I'm going to take my omelet turning, my OXO flip and fold omelet turning spatula and use the white paint below that cloud mass, which is what I'm going to call it. It occurs to me that this might not be the right scape to put a dragon into, which was my original intention, but it doesn't matter, because cool is cool, and I can always do another one for a dragon. So I'm just scraping off my spatula on my edges and using that paint. And since it's white, I should have no problem at all touching up the top. But in the meantime, I can still grab all the white paint off my edge catcher, put it across the top, and use my finger to blend it right into place. This could be very quick. So I'm loving all of that, and I'm wondering, yes, I can get it to move. I was wondering if I could get it to move. And if I can get it to move, that means I can take it off and I can put it back on again too. The more I take off, the more I can put on. So I'm just going to move that right up here and let it go right back on again and flow across, and hope I still like the shapes of what I've got. That looks like canvas. Now at any given point in time, should I decide I want to pop a bubble, it did it on its own. That, however, is not a bubble. So I'm loving these partial skies. I like the white sky, which is kind of interesting because I never thought of myself as somebody who was going to like a white sky. The cool thing about having puddles pour across your canvas instead of swiping a sky in, that's another thing that doesn't belong there, I think, is that if you want to, you can swipe them into place, which I really don't think is a problem. I'm going to take the rest of that white paint with a little bit of color in it, put it right across the top. Now some of that is probably going to drip down when I do the bottom half of this, and I could probably also swipe it right up to the top so I leave a bead along the top edge. It's a little more than I probably need, but I like it when it looks like real weather. I am going to knock off, paint down lower so I can make sure my edges are covered. So I think I was saying the puddle is great for covering the edge without leaving any line of demarcation, like showing the canvas. I'm going to quick like a bunny wipe that off. For some reason, white and black both don't come off very easily, even off the silicone spatula, which probably has a bazillion little marks in it by now. So now I have to decide what I'm going to do in my bottom, and the color I happen to have more of than anything right now is gold. So just as a start, I'm going to put whatever in there that seems like a good idea, including brown. I'm not sure who made this bronze. It's very coppery bronze. This is a color shifting Deco-Art minty green. I think this was a custom made color, so I don't know what that is. It does not matter how I start this. I don't want those blues, so I'm going to move some of those out of the way. Throw a little more copper in there. It's very similar to the other one. I don't use neon green usually. Maybe that's all I... Whoa! Okay. I had a plug. And this one is a forest green with some golden iridescent pearl fine mixed into it, I think. And if it's not, it's a turquoise. I thought it had some shimmer, but I'm not seeing that right now. So let's find something with some shimmer. Oh, there it is. I used the wrong color. Never mind, it's still a good color. As long as they'll come out, that is. It'd be nice if that would come out. I think there's something in there. Well, I'm going to have to be careful of that. That needs to be cleaned out. These are the threads I'm always talking about that form on the inside of your paint bottles. You need to pull them out before you put your cap back on, because even if one filament breaks out, you'll have a problem. So I used this light green the other day and it was pretty cool. I may have some extra paint. I might need a little dish to scrape things or pour things off into, but in the meantime I can still use the edge catcher I had. This is my, very similar to that, Deco-Art green gold. I want a little more black, and I could probably have a little more brown, and I've got another green. Somebody mentioned to me they thought it was pretty cool that I finally did escape with more natural looking colors. Well, flowers are natural looking colors, and flowers, oh, it's definitely time to find some more brown in the Arteza leftovers. So let's go back and forth. Let's move this edge catcher down to a point. Whoa, that's a lot of paint. It's really hot out here today. And I'm thinking, what am I thinking? I'm thinking I'm going to pour that off into something for real. And I'm wondering what that thing is going to be. I'm looking. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a small container. And I'm going to put another edge catcher down because that was a surprising, two even, that was a surprising amount of paint. I'm going to let that go up. This is a very surprising amount of paint. Just let it go over and don't worry about it. So I'm going to scrape that off. Go back to working on the bottom. Realize anything that I put on an edge catcher I can always scrape off again. And I really love squeezing the bottom and sending colors across. And I think I'm going to have some more color to pour off. I don't think I've ever used this much excess, but I also really like the patterns, and I will do another painting. And that breeze is coming right up. Try and take my green fingerprint out of the white paint, but it's not going to make any difference because I can use this paint that's coming off. Whoa. I am dripping all over my arm. And everything. So this is definitely more paint than I usually use, but that's okay. Because I'm sure it's going to happen to someone other than me. So when you squeeze the edge catcher against the bottom, that's when you get some really interesting, an interesting second level, shall we say. Oh, I'm liking that a lot. I have a lot of paint on my tile that I want to rescue. And I am going to allow myself to indulge. Wait, I'll be right back. I'm just going to pour that off. Again, I might do it for a third time, but we get nice cells as I stretch things out. And I can always drip stuff into the picture. So, third time's a charm, maybe? Oh, come on, scrape off. So I'm going to not worry about that paint. I do have a fair amount of brown. Somebody was just asking me today how I avoid brown. Well, sometimes I don't, especially if you're using brown. There's some brown. But brown with brown seems like a good idea to me. Here's my skewer. Just going to make some minor adjustments. I might be very tempted to pour some of that across again. I'm not sure it's my best idea. But a lot of times stretching out the colors will help pop cells. There's a lot of stretching going on here. I'm going to take the paint on my tile and my little container and meld them, for better or worse. So that's kind of cool, but I think I want some purple in there. And I think the way I'm going to meld it this time maybe I want some black or something else. I think I like that purple though. So it is what it is, and I love you guys. There's going on 88,000 of you on Expressionist Art Studio Gallery. Priscilla Batzell. That was fingerprint. I'm not certain I love where I stuck my brown, but it's time for me to tell you guys whatever else I'm going to tell you, which is something I already told you, which is shop my Amazon link at no added cost to you, and it helps me out. You could also share my videos. That's a big assistance, and I appreciate that. Your thumbs up is always appreciated. Your comments are wonderful. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. I'm going to bring some of this green right up here because I can, and that's the name of my book on the Amazon link right next to my second book called Unlimited Possibilities. One of my dogs has decided it wants to go out, and I never did put any Prussian blue in there, but I see my sky has come down some. In the tilting process. I am going to torch to release the bubbles caught in the paint, and then I'm going to call it stage 1 and done. I might put trees in there. I might do anything. This mark is bugging me. Then it's time to go find out what the dog wants. He's either on the inside wanting to out, or the outside wanting in, but either way he's not happy. So you guys know the drill, and I really appreciate your thumbs up. Thank you so much. Your donations are really appreciated, and PayPal and Patreon are there if you'd like to continue doing that. You can find the exhibition video for the monthly drawing that shares with you what the prizes are on the end screens of any video in the last 20 seconds. I love you guys. Check my Teespring, it's under the video. Clothing, all over print t-shirts and leggings, and my Facebook groups, Expressionist Art Studio Gallery, Totes and More, has more. A Shop Now button that will take you to pixels.com and Fine Art America for even more. And Pinterest and Instagram are under the link tree, but my paint pouring recipe is under the video. And if you watch longer, you help me out. Look for the community board and you'll find out whatever today's video is. Or if you're going to look for a Facebook group for students, look for Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Appreciation Group, and that is another place that I post my videos in advance. I'm not going to worry about that. I know there was paint there. I could always fix it tomorrow. I might put more colors in the sky tomorrow. I might do all kinds of stuff to this. This might be just a stage 1. So I told you guys I love you, and I'll tell you again. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. Bye for now. This is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery, saying I'll see you anon. Bye for now. Priscilla out.